Alright, today's title is Estimating the Mean from a Grouped Frequency Table. So I'm just going to do a worked example, then you can have a go at one. Why is this a group frequency table? Well, because we've got groups that our mass could fall in. So what this is saying is that there's three values that fall within this group. So it could be that it's 1, 2, 3. And they would all sit within that group. It could be that they're all 8. It could be that they're all 8 because it's a greater than or less than or equal to sign. It could be anything in between. They could all be 4, or they could be split more like that. The point is, they could be anything, but we don't know what they actually are. We haven't got that data. So I'm going to do the question on the left without any more talking, then I'll talk through it, and then you can have a go at the one on the right. So I'll start this one on the left now. Okay, so there's quite a lot of stages there, quite a lot of working. I'll start off with then by first of all talking about this column here, the midpoint. So I said that these values could be anything. As I said, they could be anything. I listed all those ones that it could possibly be, but we don't know what they are. So instead of just taking a random guess, what I say is that I imagine that all the values are the midpoint of this group. So by the midpoint, I mean exactly halfway between those two values. So what I'm assuming is that my first three values are 4, 4, and 4. We know that may not be the case, but it's our best guess that we can have. From there, so I then put all the midpoints. So then what I'm saying is that my next 6 points are all 12, and so on and so on and so on. Which I'll talk about this next bit then, is why it is only an estimated mean. It's only an estimate because we've said what the midpoints are. Because we don't know that's the actual values, we've just estimated. Alright, we'll just say they're 4 because that's in the middle of that group. That's why it's only an estimated mean, it's not an exact mean. It's our best guess that we can do. Once we got the midpoint, it's then exactly the same as working it out from a frequency table, which I had a video on last week. So this column here is midpoint times frequency, because what that's doing is adding up your 3 lots of 4 and adding up your 6 lots of 12. And we saw that when we wanted to do the mean, we want the total of all of our values. So that multiplication is in effect adding up all of my 4s, all my 12s, all my 20s, and all my 28s. I then totaled them to get the sum of all of the values, and then divided it by how many there are, the sum of the frequencies, so that's 20. So my estimated mean is 16.8. So does that make sense as an answer? Well, most of my values sit in this group and this group, so it makes sense that my mean is around 16. Alright, I think that's all the information I can give there. If you've got any questions, just email me about it. Can you have a go at the one on the right? So pause the video and then I'll go through it now. So first thing to do is get your midpoints. Oh yeah, and this is going to lead into a reflect expect check. So maybe you want to do a reflection. So the thing that's changed is that there's now no values between 8 and 16. So you might think, well, what effect is that going to have? Is the mean going to be higher? Is it going to be lower? Just thinking about what effect that might have. And some people like to do their, instead of doing the midpoint on the left, some people do their midpoint there. Sorry, midpoint there, and then do midpoint times frequency. It doesn't matter where you lay it out really. You can do whatever suits you. So anyway, I've got all the midpoints, so I'll just leave that. But anything times 0 is 0. And then you can use your calculator for this. So I'm not testing your mental math. If you want a challenge, then maybe go for it. So that's 264. And they now add up to 14. So the estimated mean is 264 over 14. Now it's 18.857, blah blah blah. Let's round it to one decimal place. So 18.9. So my mean's gone up. Is that what you would expect? Well, if we remove a load of lower values, like lower values than what our mean was, because this is between 16 and 8, then it makes sense that my mean would shift up. Right, final question, and I have talked about it in this video, is why is this an estimate? Why is that only an estimate for the mean? Why is it not the exact mean? So just answer that question in your book, and then I'll explain it again now. So it's only an estimate because we've assumed that the values are at the midpoint of these groups. So we've basically made it into a frequency table with using midpoints. We don't know those were the actual values, so it's just an estimate for the mean. Right, next thing I'd like you to do is same as last week. Can you draw out your question, reflect, expect, check in your books, and then start with question 1, and fill out your reflect, expect, and then do your checking using the method that I've shown you in this video. Oh yeah, obviously you can't do it for the first question, so then go on and then you do your reflect, expect, and then you'll check. Any questions, please email, and have a great rest of your day.